Hey, CML family. Do you all remember 1 year ago when I made this compost barrel right here? Well, today we are going to look inside and see exactly what it is looking like. I already have my kiddie pool right here to take out whatever is in there, and how I'm going to be doing this is I am going to be cutting this barrel in half because I need it ASAP to do another garden project. So first thing I'm going to do is to measure the barrel 18 inches from the top, and then I'm going to use my marker, mark it around, then I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to throw out everything in this kiddie pool right here to see what my compost is looking like. All right, my peeps, so guess what? I'm going to stretch my my electrical cord to see how far it can come, and then I'm going to roll the barrel to wherever it can go, which is somewhere up there. So as you can all see, I just cut another barrel because I am out here working in the garden. All right, so let's get this baby down there to see how far it can stretch. Oh gosh, it's plugged out. All right, y'all, so let's see how far this electrical wire can go. Breaking up my drill. All right, so this is how far it can go. Now I have to go and grab that barrel. So guys, I did mention earlier that I am going to be measuring 18 inches from the top of the barrel to cut it. My reason for that is because the barrel is 36 inches in height. So I'm cutting it in exactly half. I am going to be marking 18 inches around the barrel. So I will just go and mark just anywhere on the barrel from the top so I can get a circle. I am going to be using a piece of elastic that I sew together to put it around the barrel, and I'm going to be putting it on the dots that I made on the barrel. When I am done, I will use my marker to make this mark, join the dots as a matter of fact, and after I'm done joining the dots, then I am going to be using my saw to cut the barrel in half. Sometimes it is not done perfect because I'm looking at the one that I'm doing right now and it's not going to be a perfect cut, but I am still comfortable with it because I'm going to be getting it to use in my garden as soon as possible. So now here I am with the piece of elastic, putting it on the dots to ensure that I am going to have a straight line all around the barrel. But honestly guys, some of the dots do look as if they are a little bit off. I don't know how it happened, but they're a little bit off. All right, and me and my OCD self, like, I would literally take the whole day to get this thing straight, but I'm not going to be doing it today because I just need to get these cut so I can continue my work. All right, so that's good enough. So let's start marking now. And I'm going to take my time to join the dots. And when I am done, as I said, it's going to be time to cut the barrel. Now to cut the barrel, I would have used my drill to put a hole on one of the marks that I made on the barrel, but fortunately there was a lot of marks on the barrel already, so all I did was just to put the saw down in one of those holes and start cutting the barrel. As a reminder, guys, if you're going to be cutting your barrel, never ever take out your electric saw because it's going to be very complicated to get it back to the area where you stopped. Now I'm going to have to use the drill to make a hole to continue cutting it. And I think I did this twice because I was having some difficulty with the cord. I didn't want it to get entangled on my feet or in the way of the saw. So I just had to stop each time to put the holes in the barrel and then continue cutting. Alright guys, I was having some challenges cutting the barrel because of the electrical cord. So I am done. I am now going to take out the content, but I am very scared because I don't know what is going to be coming out of this thing. Oh my Lord. So let me put it from this side. Oh my word. So the reason why this material that you're looking at is not yet broken down is because recently when I was cleaning the back of the garden, I threw them in the barrel, and of a fact, this would indeed take some time for it to break down. Oh gosh. I'm gonna have to mess up this area a little bit because what I'm seeing down in here is a very beautiful sight. Wow. I think I need to bring the camera a little bit closer so y'all can see it. Alright, so let's pour this out in the kiddie pool to see what it's looking like. There's still some sticks down in there that is not yet broken down. And this thing is heavy, y'all. Not because y'all saw me rolling it like that. It was very heavy. Ugh. Ugh. Wow. Guys, I really love what I am seeing. I have never ever started a compost pile on my own and waited an entire year to see what it would look like. So this is what they have been selling us in the stores. Oh Lord, look at this, guys. My very own real compost. I can't believe it. I dug up some one time from over there where we have all those limbs, but I mean, We have been throwing stuff over there for quite some time, but this one was very intentional. I really did not know how long I was going to wait before I pour it out, but because I needed that drum to use today, I just had to pour it out. So all of this is gonna be going back in the bottom of the drums, so it's gonna be easier for me to fill it up. Wow. Okay. Okay now guys, so if you all have been following me for some time now, you must have heard me saying slow motion is better than no motion. So if you're still thinking about starting your own compost, or if you're wondering if it is worth making your own compost, this is a sign to show you that you can do it. Because as I always said, slow motion is better than no motion. I know that if I have left all of these wood and everything in the bottom of the barrel, they would have eventually broken down, and that is why I'm going to be putting them back in the bottom of the barrels when I'm going to be creating a new area in my garden. Because my aim for the rest of this year is to have a 100% container garden. I don't want to be growing anything in ground in my garden over there, apart from the trees that is already established and I cannot move them, and for the comfrey, because the comfrey does better in ground, so I won't be moving the comfrey. All right, so this is what the compost is looking like. Now I can get to feed my soil, and I'm hoping that after I apply this, the plants will just perk up and look much better. Now, if you are joining me for the very first time, thank you so much for visiting the Cultivate and Motivate Me Lifestyle TV. This is your host, Evie. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to the channel. Guys, I really and truly appreciate every single one of you. I hope that you are enjoying the Motivation Mondays, the Gardening Tuesdays, Wellness Wednesdays, Gardening Thursdays, and Friday, because today is a Friday, is a free for all Friday. And this is what I did for my free for all Friday. Free Friday. I do whatever I want to do on a Friday. So, thank you all so much for joining me on this journey. Let me go and finish my work now, guys. I will see you later in the garden, or another day in the garden, because when I'm done with today's project, I'm gonna be out of here. Whew. Oh, Lord. Guys, if y'all don't know what a lizard egg look like, this is one of them. This is a lizard egg. All right, bye bye.